going to be a short tutorial on how to create the assignments in Google Classroom. Now, I take that back. It might not be that short, but it's probably the most important video that I can show you. So what I've done is gone to the length to show you what a student phone will look like with Google Classroom, and you can see Google Classroom on the screen, as well as a student view from a Chromebook or a laptop. So I've got the mobile view available for you to see what happens. And so this is a scenario I want to show you if a student has a phone, what they're capable of doing, and if a student has a Chromebook, what they're capable of doing. So let's go ahead and make just the teacher view accessible for you. And right now I'm in Google Classroom with the class that I've been showing you this entire time. So I'm going to go down to the plus sign in the bottom right hand corner and create an assignment. Now generally for the title, that's just going to be the naming convention for your assignment. So I'm going to say this is short biography assignment. All right, and then down here you give them specific details and step-by-step instructions on what you want them to do. I'm simply going to say, please write a 3-paragraph essay about yourself. All right. And then down here at the bottom, we're going to set a due date. So when the student needs to turn it in, let's say it's a Friday, we're going to give them till the end of the week in October. And then something interesting that I'll cover in this video is also topics. Topic is a way for you to organize all of your assignments or posts or questions into specific areas. Now I went ahead on the left here and created a topic that says essay assignments. So if I come down to topic, I can select that topic that this assignment's going in, or I can create a new one and say maybe this is research assignments. But right now I'm going to select essay assignments. Now to clarify what this means, this assignment when I post it will go in the stream, but it'll also come over into this topic area where the student and you can click, and only those assignments or posts that you labeled for that topic will be in there. So a great way to organize your stream. Just an example, if you posted every day for 180 days, that's 180 posts. But if you only post 20 essay assignments, well, that's only 20 in there that they got to go through. So it's a great way to kind of manage it. Now at the bottom, I have a couple of options. You can always attach something from your computer by clicking on the paperclip, and then you can drag it in here. Maybe this is a rubric you want them to see that's in a Word document format or some PDF format, or you want to upload it from your Drive or somewhere else. Again, you can upload from Drive, give them a video, or even give them a link. So let's say there's a website that they can use for the writing steps in this essay. I'm making this up. I just put Google in there as an example. Now I have to give them something to complete. By default, if I hit assign, they can create their own Google Doc and start typing their essay, but that's an extra step you're giving them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come up to the browser up here, and what we're going to do in the browser is we're actually going to go to Google, and when we get to Google, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the app grid up here and we're going to create a document. The reason why I'm doing this is so you can see the steps necessary to make a copy for each student. I hit the plus sign here, and I've already done this, so I'm going to make an example and say short bio assignment 2, and then I come in here and say first name, I come in here and say last name, and then again I can say step 1 for scaffolding, step 2 for scaffolding, paragraph 1, and then again you can put examples in here, giving the student ideas of what to type. All changes have been saved. I click back on here, nothing has changed. So now I'm going to do is go to Drive, and notice your most recent assignment, short bio assignment 2, is there. I click on that, and then I go add. So now I have a link and a short bio assignment, but here's the one little step you got to be careful of. It says students can only view the file. Now that means they can only look at it and have to make a copy. And if I make them edit file, that means every student can type on that one document alone. We don't want that. That sounds bad. make a copy for each student. That means each kid's going to get a privately shared Google document copy of what you put in here. Last step before you hit assign, if it's in one class you've checked, you can actually select certain students that receive this assignment. So if you want to differentiate and send this out to a certain group of students and then make a different assignment with different instructions or materials in there for differentiation purposes, you can do that. But right now it's all students. And if I want to ship it to all classes, I can select all my classes right here that get this assignment. Okay? Right now only one class is getting it and all students are getting it. Now what we're going to do here is pull up the phone, and I'm going to show you what a student sees on their phone if they're signed in to their account and they've been added to that Google Classroom that you created. I click assign, and again you can schedule this to go out or save it as a draft, but I'm going to go ahead and click assign. And let's take a look at the phone. So here's the phone. All right. Here's the phone. All right, and let's get this right here. And let's see what happens on the phone. All right, and over here you can see it says show. So this is the student view. So on the student view over here, we're going to go ahead and click show. And you can see the assignment has been posted. So over here, I haven't got notification yet, but we'll give it a second. And now what the student can do is click open over here on the Chrome browser, or they can go, do you see the essay topics? They can click in here and see that this is in that topic area. So this really cleans up that area. So what I'm going to do is click open. Oh, look, there it is. So on the student phone, they can click on that notification and it takes them right into the assignment. So I'm going to show you now the student view of the assignment that we created. So right now on my screen, you see the Chrome browser tab here, and you also see my cell phone. So the student can click open here, and notice it looks the same for the most part. The neat thing about the phone is, notice under attachment here, I can click the plus sign, and I can use the camera, pick a file, and upload from my phone anything I want additional to that. So let's go ahead and hit the camera, and I'm going to say allow it to use the camera. Take a picture of what I'm doing, and say use photo, and now take a look what happens with that photo. The student's able to upload a photo from their phone straight into the assignment, and it's going to be added as an attachment right here. Let me refresh my browser as the same student in the Chromebook, and notice that that picture is there as well. And for the teacher, I will be able to see that. So the student, to write on the essay, is going to tap on the document. And now the student is in the document, and they're able to start editing the document. So I'm typing as a student on this document. Let's say the Chromebook got collected and the student's going home. So on my phone, I'm just going to tap on the document. And on my phone, one thing that is so cool that I want to tell you, you can actually click on this pencil up here. And a lot of math teachers are excited about this on touch-based devices. If I click that pencil, I can actually come in here and draw on the screen and hit save, and it makes an extra copy of the assignment with those annotations of the document. So notice I added that. But let's click on that assignment again and not click the pencil. I'm going to click the export arrow in the top right, and that's actually going to open it in Google Accounts. So now I'm in, and I'm in the document app on my phone, and I'm going to hit the pencil. And so now on my phone, I'm typing on my phone as well. So that's pretty cool, but let's take it a step further. What if I click the microphone at the bottom of the phone, and I'm going to start talking about everything that I want to type and use my voice to dictate my entire essay for this teacher, period. This will help students with spelling issues and dyslexia or other things that cause the student to have difficulty to type the paper, period. Also, comma, most students do not talk, excuse me, or type at this type of speed. So I made a mistake, period. I hit stop, I hit the keyboard, and again, I can come back and edit all of my work. I can come in and delete the stuff that I messed up, and so forth. So now I'm on my phone, and I hit the check mark in the top. So if I want, as the student, I can go to the 3 bars at the top right and be able to do the basic settings on it. I'm sorry, I was trying to actually show you how you can turn it in, and I forgot you hit the arrow right here. You got to go back to the classroom. And in the classroom app, this is where I hit turn in at the bottom. On a Chromebook, you hit turn in from the document, or you can come over to here and hit turn in. Now notice that what I did on the cell phone also updated what I did on the Chromebook. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit turn in. And so I've now submitted it. Let's pull up the teacher view. And of course, the student's going to hit turn in over here one more time. And now on the teacher view, you can see here that the ticker is going to move from 1 not done to 1 done. I'm going to hit refresh. Now, please keep in mind that you do not have to actually turn it in to give feedback to the student, but it's beneficial for you to identify who are ready to be graded. So I come to the 1, and then I see Edward Nemick, and then I can click on Edward Nemick. Now I can look at his picture that he took, as well as I can look at the drawing he did. Maybe there was something he had to annotate. And then again, I can open his document. And this is where I can come in and add feedback. This is where I can highlight something and then make a comment and say something they need to change and give them the feedback within the Google Doc. Now, looking at the student view, even from the phone, if I click on this document and open it in Google Docs, I can see right here where the teacher is highlighted. And again, I can also see what they're doing. So that's pretty powerful from that standpoint. Even over here, I can come over to here from the student end, and now it's view only, and I can click on see where they're at and everything. Now, until it's been returned, I'm not necessarily going to see anything. So notice the comments not there. You don't see the comments. Right here, that's chat, so you don't see anything because it's been turned in. So watch what happens back on the teacher side. If I come back to my teacher side and I come to grade and say 100 and hit return and return back to the student. So now the teacher has graded it. They've given feedback and comments and everything, and they gave them 100. That's just as an example. So now the assignment's been returned. So I'm going to hit refresh and give it a second. Now notice that you see over here the comment. All right, and you also know that it's been returned, and also look what the student sees in Google Classroom on their Chromebook. They see the grade. Also look over here. Let me double tap here and go back to Classroom. You can see over here, if I refresh by pulling down with my finger, let's see if it'll do it. It says it's been returned, and it shows the grade, 100 on the phone. And then if I click on the document and I open it in Google Docs, you can see where everything's at. And again, you can see what's going on in the document. So I hope this is helpful to show you that on the cell phone, the student can legitimately basically work on the phone and type it. They can also turn it in from their phone, and they can also draw on the phone, and they can also add anything from their phone to the assignment as well. So thank you so much for watching this short tutorial. I just wanted to cover all the bases. Again, this was the student view. Now, a little bonus here, if the student didn't get 100, they can relaunch the assignment, and they can actually do some work on it and resubmit it. And when they resubmit it, the teacher will see that the student has resubmitted the work. Say you're wanting them to increase their grade, and you see over here that they returned it. So if I click right here, it says resubmitted. So I know that the student did something different now, and I can go back in if it was a lower grade and change their grade based on what they did that they needed to correct. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope it was beneficial for you.